Hey guys, I want to make a quick video on how to install these manual locking hubs on your second gen Tracker or Vitara. What you're going to need is you're going to need a set of hubs that fit a first gen Tracker or Sidekick. It's exactly the same. So the first gens came stock with them, the second gens didn't. So they bolt right on. A lot of guys really like the factory first gen hubs. They're great hubs. I just went with these aftermarket ones. I got a decent deal on them. But you can find a set of first gen hubs easily from your junkyard, like a Facebook group. Get on a Facebook group. There's guys always selling stuff on there. Great guys. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you how to install them today. It's really simple, really quick. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, so what you're going to need for this is you're going to need your manual locking hub. You're going to need a 10mm socket to take these 6 bolts out, and you're going to need a pry bar. You don't have to jack the truck up or nothing. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, now you're going to use your little pry bar or whatever, maybe even a screwdriver, and you want to get behind this dust cap. Just get behind this lip right here and just pry, and it should be able just to slowly work it out here. You may even be able to grab it here and just work it. Yep, there we go. Alright, so what this guy does, okay, with the bolts out of it, you can free spin it. Alright, so right now I'm spinning my axle shaft, okay, my CV shaft. Okay, so what this guy does, this is your axle shaft, okay, and it splines into this hub. Alright, installed, when this thing is installed and your bolts are in it, this guy locks the axle shaft to your wheel hub. Alright, so right now that's why I'm able to free spin it. Okay, so let's go ahead and install this guy. Get the gasket on. Alright, if you don't have a gasket, just use some good silicone. We just want to keep water and dirt and stuff out of there. So we're going to reuse our bolts. Alright, let's go ahead, get one in there just to try to keep that gasket lined up. And remember, you want to try to keep grease. You want to try to keep your grease off this gasket and off that mating surface. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this guy mounted up. Alright, now we can free spin it around, get a bolt started. Alright, now I don't know if you can see, but now my axle shaft, it's splined into my manual hub here. Let's go ahead and get these guys in. Get them started. Alright, I got those guys started. Alright, so for you guys who like your torque specs, my manual here, locking hub cover bolts, it's saying 24 foot-pounds. Alright, I just got my impact set up. It's got 3 settings. Number 2 barely took them out, so I'm going to put them back in with 2. But if you guys that like your torque specs, torque them down to 24 foot-pounds. to get them snugged up. All right, that's it. All right, that part's done. All right, now we have to install the cover here. So, I don't know if you can see, but there's a roll pin right here. Okay, there's only one roll pin on this whole piece, and I'm not sure if the factory like ASINs are the same, or if it's just this Warren. But on this Warren, you have a roll pin, and you have to get it in one of these 3 notches. Okay, that's the only way it's going to go in. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And also, you want to make sure you're unlocked. So in this case, I'm in 4x2. All right, so you want to make sure it's unlocked whenever you go to install this thing. All right, there it is. Now, let's put our little Allen head bolts in. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, just keep it loose. Keep those bolts loose until you get them all in, and then you can tighten it down. Just makes it go a little easier. Sorry if I'm being fast, guys. I gotta go pick up my kid from daycare. I'm running out of time. All right. Just snug it up. I like to put them in loose and then just snug them up, and then I like to torque them down or just tighten them or whatever. And I always go in like your star pattern, like you should do on lug nuts. All right, I'm just gonna tighten these guys down. I'll just go back later and, a couple days from now, make sure they're still tight. Alright guys, that's all there is to it. It's simple. It's quick. I couldn't find a whole lot online, so hopefully this video helps somebody. Now let's go ahead and just test it, make sure it locks up. Actually, let's do it a couple times just to make sure we get it greased good. We get the grease moving. Get it in those threads. Yeah, it feels good. It's locked up there. You could jack the vehicle up and while it's locked and spin the tire if you want to, and then change it back to unlock and make sure it's unlocking and locking. I've read online, you want to maintain these things. Maybe twice a year or something, just pop this cover off, or maybe pop the whole thing off and just grease it good, pack it with grease. Make sure those bearings have grease, make sure there's no dirt or anything in there. Just inspect them and then reinstall them. But yeah, there we go. That's it. Thanks guys. I hope I helped somebody. Have a good one.